Welcome everybody. Today we're going to discuss Boondockers Welcome. First off, we're starting here in RV Trip Wizard. I've talked about both of those applications before. RV Trip Wizard is what I use to plan my routes in advance and as I'm on the road to fine-tune where I'm going to go next and make my reservations. If you've been following my playlist, you'll see that I made a trip from the Fort Worth area up to Austin, Minnesota to Boondockers in my sister's driveway for a week. And I made all of these stops on the way. And I'm talking about them now one by one. Today we're talking about Old Cowboy's Boondockers Welcome entry in the Boondockers Welcome database. And first on the map here, I'll show you where it is. I'm about 2/3, 3/4 of the way back from Minnesota to Texas. And here I'm in, I think it's still Missouri, so I haven't even gotten into Kansas yet. But you can see here it's in a very small town called Nowata, just off of a state highway. And it was a great overnight. Very quiet, very peaceful, very tranquil. I was the only one there, along with the property owner and his wife, on his 70 acres. And here we're looking at Boondockers Welcome, and you can see the entry in their database for the Old Cowboy's ranch there. And here it tells you all about his situation and what he has to offer. And he had everything. I don't think he had hookup, but I don't need that. But he's offering me water and electricity. I didn't need that, but there was a very flat area on some very solid gravel where I could park. In a small gated area. He said I would be safe from the cattle if they did decide to come visit that part of the field. The best thing about Boondockers Welcome, I think, are the reviews that people give the Boondockers Welcome hosts. And in this particular case, the Old Cowboy had like over a dozen in the last year that were just glowing. They really liked the guy, and so did I. He was a really nice guy. Invited me back, and if I go back to Minnesota, or when I go back, I will probably make a point to stop back at his place. But here I've recorded a couple of screen recordings of what it looks like to be going into Boondockers Welcome. And looks like I'm lost here. But I get into how to make your reservation with that individual and exchange emails and phone numbers if you like. And he invited me to come and stay with, I think, 2 days' notice. Here I am driving up his driveway through this cattle pasture. You might notice a couple of cow pies here and there, but I found the gate to his yard, and I called him and verified that I was at the right place, and I had to open the gate and drive through and then close the gate, and then this is the rest of the way across this field and down into this woods across a very small creek. and up to his house. Fortunately, it was raining when it rained all day the day I drove there, uh, so the skies are quite gray. The windshield is fairly clean. Fortunately, I have a good windshield wiper, at least on that side of the truck. And you'll see I come into his yard, and he knows I'm there, so he's come out to meet me, and he's going to give me a few details, and we introduce each other to each other, and take it from there. This is where he was offering me the water and the other opportunities I had. I could park in the middle of the field if I wanted to, and possibly meet some cattle. I chose to stay right there in his little gated patio next to his garage there. His house is on the other side of the garage, and his RV is there in that garage on the left.